I feel good to be in the presence of other positive black people. You know what I'm saying? It's been a long time since I've had an opportunity to kick it with other brothers in age, you know what I mean, as far as wisdom, and not be a family member or some young dude that I see out on the street that I'm trying to give some advice to.
To everybody, I say welcome to our forum called Citizens of Reality. We started this project because our brothers sit around and we have real good conversations, but what is knowledge not shared? Is knowledge lost? So this is our way to express ourselves and to share the knowledge that we have just in general. You know, hopefully what we know can touch somebody and they can learn something. But what are people's views on voting? I'm not asking to get in your business to see if you voted or not, but what are your views on whether voting is important or is it an outdated concept?
It's always important. Even if the message is never realized, even if the person that you voted for never actually made it into office, the fact that you tried, the fact that you got out there and said, hey, I think this guy would do a better job than this guy over here. Well, why? His message speaks. Case in point, I voted for Abdul in the recent election. He was the only one out of all of those politicians that had a solid concrete plan that he was willing to share with everybody and go through every bit of it. And every part of that was beneficial for Michigan. Was beneficial for us, was beneficial for the citizens, the state, everything. But did he win? No. But at least he tried. And the people are, sometimes they sit there and they say, look, I don't want to vote because my vote doesn't count. Did you even try?
Right.
Did you even get out there? Sure, there's corrupt politicians. Sure, we got dictators, we got tyrants, we got Manchurian candidates, 45, I'm talking to you. But if nobody does anything, if nobody even gets up out their ass and tries, we'll never get ahead. Somebody's got to walk that first mile. Somebody's got to make that first road. Somebody's got to build that first farm. Try. Don't just accept that somebody else is going to do it for you. Because then when they don't do it for you, you're left with nothing. So get out there and vote. Even if the people you don't want to win or you yourself want to be a politician. Too, go ahead and run for city council.
Yep.
I'll vote for you.
I think the reason why 45 won is because of the fact that you had people that decided or had the mindset that voting didn't matter.
Well, but then still, that's not true because I'm going to disagree with that. Excuse me, Joan, because he lost a popular vote. It just shows the whole folly of the system in the United States of America, the Electoral College.
Well, what I mean by that, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? The Electoral College, this is a mysterious process to start from the beginning of this nation. Make sure that white landowning people have
when you look at just with like where we are here in Michigan, when you just look at Michigan and especially like with the black vote in Michigan, there was so far few of us that voted for the for 45's election than it was that voted for the two prior elections. You know.
Well, I think the reason why they didn't
so you all voted for the person that started Super Predator Laura Husband. Yeah, I mean,
the reason why we stopped voting, well, a majority of us stopped voting, is because we just saw Hillary throw Bernie straight under the train,
right? With
a burning tire on top of him,
right? And
we thought, wait. Why are you going after him when you should be going after Trump? No, something else was wrong. So when your chosen candidate doesn't win, even
it's
primary,
a rough situation. It was a bad situation all the way around.
If you control the electoral process in terms of accuracy and also control people the politicians accountable to, I'm all up for that. Because one thing that wealthy people do is, you know, they know the voting, that's for everybody else. They put money behind whoever they want to do what the hell they tell them to do. Because people in the state of Michigan voted against, they voted for unions. They also voted for collective organization, a couple other things. But Governor Snyder, he actually wanted to, like the Republican, look convenient and go for that. He tried to. The Koch brothers said, okay, well, you can allow that to go, that election, or you can sign executive order saying to violate the union rights and everything, the right to work out, keep all that stuff going. Because if you don't, what we're going to do, we're going to run another candidate. Them boys is in Wisconsin. And that's going to affect their bottom line. The Koch brothers, these billionaires.
Yeah.
So when they said, if you don't do that, we're going to give our money to another candidate, Governor Snyder, like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes even when they want to do something well-intended, the power behind you will have to do something different. So all the people that voted in the state of Michigan do something totally opposite. This executive action changed all of that.
If you are in a position,
matter.
if you are, whether you're a politician or not, and your actual desire is to do something well-intended, it should not matter to you what power is behind you or not behind you. You should do it. You know, so that's just weakness on. I would say that's weakness on his part.
They control a lot of stuff, man. They control, you know, how you're going to be portrayed in the media and a lot of things. They can destroy you if they want to. Look what they did to Archie. Archie did everything he could, but then they revealed that scandal about him having that woman in Canada he was with. I'm like, damn, that's so disrespectful to the judge, his wife. So disrespectful. Put that in the paper. You know what I'm saying? He had that relationship. He had a baby by a woman in Canada. I'm like, damn, you know, why are you going to do that? That's the media letting them know, even though you're a good guy, you try to shove and bow and hold your head down. As you walk out, guess what we're going to do? We're going to kick.
But a lot of people are disgruntled and disheartened because of the electoral college, because we've seen W win over a far more qualified candidate. You know, even Hillary just lost. She won the popular vote again, but she lost for a far less qualified candidate. And for anybody out there who doesn't know what or who we mean by saying 45, if you're familiar with Harry Potter at all, and how the name Voldemort can't be said, so he who cannot be named, 45 refers to somebody else who we don't like saying his name. So you can push that together.
Every time you say it,
I knew what you were talking about. I'm like, yeah,
and President Obama was 44, so
Right.
now you got it.
Now,
like Ohio State, Michigan, that school up north.
there's, you know, sticking with the theme of voting, there's going to be a very highly interesting dynamic, and I am going to go out on the limb right now and say that 46 is going to be Kamala Harris, unless there is a super scandal.
Interracial marriage.
Okay, unless it's a super scandal, she is going to be president because they announced. I saw a piece. I saw a piece on CNN where she broke down. She broke down that right now off the rip. She got 300,000 AKA sisters who are ready to go and campaign for her. So there is absolutely no way that I do not see her.
And a bunch of white men marrying a black woman.
So what you're saying is, this goes back to a vote for Oprah is a vote. To control Oprah is control women. Control women is control the world.
Right. Exactly.
So we need to kidnap Oprah.
Toussaint, I honestly believe voting is like digital currency. I honestly believe it's the same as digital currency. You can say you got it, but they can push a button and wipe it right out. So whoever they choose to give it to is who they choose to give it to. I mean, voting is like hoping. It's the richest thing in the world you can sell is hope.
That's right. That's exactly what the whole purpose.
I don't believe voting.
That's just right.
I don't believe voting our presidential situation is anything. I think it's money driven, and that's it.
You know, brother.
They knew they was going to pick Donald or 4 or 5. They knew they was going to pick him. We're a capitalist world and country, and that's what we need. We need a businessman to run our country the way they want it ran. He understands it.
He was a world businessman.
There is
Yeah.
His dad's loans. His
I,
dad had to keep bailing out. They kept the image up there, him being the deal maker. He was a lazy ass guy.
I have a very, very, very
Went to Ivy League
strong.
school. Like, I didn't know he went to Ivy League school.
I agree.
Graduate,
I
University
agree
of
with that. I
Pennsylvania.
have a very strong agreement with that,
That's a dumb motherfucker right there.
except for one aspect of that, and that is because of today. And while I agree 100% that the powers that be will do everything that they can to put the individual in place that they want to put in place, and if there isn't any physical barrier to them accomplishing that, then they're all good. But at that point in time when there's actual undeniable physical material evidence that speaks otherwise, it makes it difficult. So while there may have been a desire to have John McCain or Romney be president, the actual physical, undeniable visual evidence of the number of people that waited to vote for Obama made it really difficult for them to say, this dude won X number of votes and they won this electoral college, because unlike the times in the past where I couldn't look on the internet and see what people in Atlanta was doing or every other president that was ever elected that they put in place, I had no evidence to say otherwise. But in the world that we live in today, when you can literally have people say, look, I'm out here and I done waited for 4 hours and they telling me I can't vote, or they saying X, Y, and Z, and we can literally say this doesn't make sense, this doesn't add up. And that was my issue with what I literally saw when 45 got in there, because I went to go vote and I'm like, damn, ain't nobody up in this fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, where is everybody? Like, I was certain, like, I know, regardless of who you gonna vote for, you gonna vote against this dude. You know what I mean? Even if you got to write the name in there, you just gonna come out there, you know. And so
you knew Bernie wasn't
you had no, so it was nothing. There was nothing to support that. It was nothing to support that mindset of saying, you know, he had everything, you know. And I agree that there's always gonna be the mind, because the United States ain't nothing but a business, ain't nothing but a big ass company and corporation. So there's going to be the desire to put in place what capitalists believe is the best capitalist.
And Obama was part of that, though.
You know?
I mean, a lot of people did, but he was the most. He did win.
Absolutely.
It was obvious he won the vote. He won. There was no question about him winning the vote. But the powers that be, too, we didn't see that.
Yeah,
they were behind Obama.
But
They had figured it out.
Yeah, Obama get the presidency so we can accept this bullshit that's going on.
He put black people to sleep.
He got the president.
No, I mean, in all honesty,
yeah.
Did Obama get the presidency? Because I believe that when our government plays chess, and they're always 5-6 moves ahead of us. Yeah. So did Obama win that? Did Obama win it in order for this to be more acceptable to everybody, not just
what is this?
Or not
what is this?
Well, I have a thought on that. I have a serious thought on that.
Specific, like the gay stuff that's back there.
President Obama got the presidency after George W. Bush because at that time, what was there to lose? The economy was in the toilet. The country was in shambles. We can put this black man in place. If he fails, we expected him to fail, and all of George W. Bush's failures we'll put on his presidency. If he succeeds, then we were smart enough to elect this guy. And as soon as he gets to a point where he does something we don't like, we stop him, which they did. They started shutting down the government and stopped anything else he wanted to do.
Start playing with
it wasn't behind him. So
the biggest thing Obama did is start playing with the healthcare.
The healthcare that was specifically put in place to benefit the poor white majority that is out there right now. And now they're going, oh, drain the swamp, drain the swamp. You are the swamp.
Right.
And the last thing that they did with President Obama is they shut the game down, and we had to start it all over, because anything that we say is racist, and which is what we're going through now, you had Obama.
Right.
Anything,
You know.
who says it's racist?
Anything
Minorities.
anything minorities say is racist.
Everyone
We
Well,
can't make a
you had a
racist.
black president.
That's the reason they fought
That's,
against
you
that
can't,
right there so
minorities can't
much.
make a racist
With,
statement. You
They
got
fought
that
against
power to
Black
be
Lives
racist. One
Matter
white
so
people
much.
be racist.
With
Yeah,
that,
just had Obama.
I don't think that
That's not
I don't
even-
think that I don't think that Obama was set up in order for 45 to make it in. I think what happened is that
Right.
I think that with every
Right.
I think that with every
Because he was,
every
Obama was put
presidency,
in there.
being that the first and foremost,
Limit everything.
the reality is this is going to be a capitalist. It's going to be a capitalist, whether it's a Democrat or Republican. It's going to be a capitalist in charge. And I see that division as far as really is there a greater number of individuals in America that have a liberal perspective or a conservative perspective, and which one of these capitalist figureheads is the individual to put in place to lead our agenda. And then only thing that happens is the agenda is shifted in order to get the people to vibe with whoever this candidate is.
When you say our agenda, who is our?
The agenda is the actual individuals that run the government.
Hi, and this was Citizens of Reality talking about voting. Voting, whether you choose to do it or not, is very important. Too many of our ancestors have died to give us the right to vote. For example, African American men or black men didn't have the right to vote until back in the 1870. Women didn't have the right to vote until 1920. And just having the right to vote didn't mean you were permitted to vote, because they invented things like poll tax. We still had to deal with Jim Crow laws. And there was a lot of other obstacles, the Klan that got in the way. And the poll tax didn't even get revealed or taken back until 1964. I choose to vote, and it's very rare or highly unusual for me to miss a voting cycle or a chance for me to express myself and cast my ballot and give my opinion to the government of what I think should happen. You do have the right not to vote, but the sacrifices that your ancestors and mine made to give us that right will be squandered if you choose not to use it. I hope you have a great day. Happy Black History Month, and we'll see you soon. Thanks. This has been Citizens of Reality.